Hi, it's Ingrid. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. First TBR video in this room, last TBR video of this year. As always, I have my little TBR jar and I will be picking prompts to help me choose my reads for December. I can't believe, I genuinely can't believe that the year is almost over. December starts tomorrow. And that's just crazy. But we have to pick out a TBR, of course. I think I'm going to choose 6 books. Because I don't want it to be too big, but I also like having something to choose from and I need an even number. So we're just gonna get started and try to get some good reads for this month. I have my books that I bought this year in this shelf. This is just bought before 2024. Then I have a shelf over here as well. So I'm gonna have to look like both ways. You can't see all of them because it doesn't fit on the camera. But that's fine. We're just gonna pick one and see what we get. I'm hoping that I'll get some good reads. Hopefully. Number 1. A book by your favorite author. If it doesn't show on the first try, I'll give up. I tried to show it to you, but my camera won't focus, so you're just gonna have to believe me. But my favorite author, like my all-time favorite author, Leigh Bardugo. Do love Smiley Hazelwood. I like some Lynn Painter. I love Richard Osman. I've only read 2 books by him, so I don't know if I can count him as a favorite author because I've only read 2 and they're all in the same series. So we're probably gonna have to choose Leigh Bardugo because he is my number 1. And I have 3 books on my physical TBR by Leigh Bardugo. I have 3 options. Wonder Woman. I don't know if I want to read this one right now, but maybe. The Language of Thorns. This is like fairy tales, I think, within the Grishaverse, so I'm very excited to get to this. This is also the last Grisha World book I have, because I've read like all of the novels, the stories. This is kind of an extra that just exists within that world, so I really would like to read that this year. And The Familiar. This one came out in April, I'm pretty sure, and I still haven't read it. I'm very excited for this. At first when she announced this one I wasn't too interested, but then she posted a little video of her reading a bit of it and that made me intrigued. So I really want to read this. But it's a big commitment. So it's between these 2. But I think I want to read this one to just finish off my Grishaverse collection so I can finally put it on my shelf. So my first pick is The Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo. It's time for pick number 2. I'm a little scared because I would like to have just a good reading month, reading some things I like. I've read a few books recently that I just didn't love, so I'm a little scared. This one says a book you've had for a long time, so I'm definitely not picking anything from that shelf. So we could go over here or we could look over here. I think I have one book in mind, but I'm just gonna have a little look over. I am really considering Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I just bought the last 2 books in this little trilogy as well yesterday for Black Friday. And I really want to read this. I don't know exactly what it's about. But I think I'm going to choose this one. So I think once a year there's this event that's being hosted, Caraval. Open only to those who have been invited. It says that at midnight on the first day the show begins and the visitors become players. Each of them is vying for the coveted prize, a single wish. All they must do is unravel the mystery of Caraval. But in a game where danger hides behind every charming smile, winning isn't without loss, and their wish might be their last. Seems fun, and I know that people love this, and I am very excited, and I've had it for a really long time, so I'm going to choose Caraval. Number 3. Okay. A new release. I have 2 in mind. I think I'm gonna have, wait, what do we classify as new? Because I'm thinking of every book released this year as a new release, but they're not. So I'm probably gonna have to do something that's released in the last few months. When was Nothing Like the Movies released? Did I come in September? End of September? We're just gonna Google that to be sure. But I would classify that as a new release. Came out October 1st. So I'm gonna choose Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter. This is the sequel to Better Than the Movies. In this one, I'm pretty sure Liz and Wes is in college. And they have broken up, but Wes is determined to get them back together and is willing to do a lot to get her back. That's really all I know about this. I'm a little excited and a little scared. I loved Better Than the Movies, I really did. Wes is perfect. In high school, he's exactly what I would have wanted. Unfortunately, didn't have that. But I don't know, like, I don't know what to think, because it didn't really need a sequel. But I'm still excited to read it. Number 4 is Next After a 5-star. So I need to find a book I've rated 5 stars and find the next book in that series. I need to have a look, like, what did I rate 5 stars? I only know of one, but I'm gonna... Wait, I have 2 options, at least 2. 3? Huh. This one's hard, I don't remember what I rated 4. Okay, it's getting to a point here where I just need to stop. But I'm gonna get those 4 books that I have in mind, show you, and then we'll decide together. Okay, so I picked out 4 books. Swift and Settled is the second book to Done and Dusted, which I rated 5 stars. This is a little cowboy romance. I'm very excited for this. I think in this one, the guy is the brother of our female main character in the last one, and the girl is her best... No, that's a different one. That's the next one. In this one, the guy is still the brother of the main character, but this girl comes here to help him renovate the guest ranch or something. After the disaster that was her marriage, Ada has clawed her way up from rock bottom, and now her fledgling interior design business has landed a career-making project at Rebel Blue Ranch. They meet in a bar, they kiss, and she almost regrets that they'll never meet again. Little does she know, he's the guy who hired her. I'm excited. Oh! It's too bad she wants absolutely... Everything's falling. It's too bad she wants absolutely nothing to do with him outside of work. This could be fun. I'm very excited for that one. I love a cowboy romance. But I also have An Offer from a Gentleman. This is the 3rd book in the Bridgerton series. The last book, The Viscount Who Loved Me, obsessed. Loved. Anthony Bridgerton, love of my life. Jonathan Bailey, love of my life. This is book number 3. This one follows... And no, Anthony was the 2nd book. This follows Benedict, which I'm very excited for, because in the show, Benedict's my favorite. So I'm excited for his book. Will this be different than Benedict's story in the Bridgerton show? I think so. But you know what? I'm excited. I really want to read this. I think he falls in love with someone who's, like, not part of society. I think she's some kind of servant. That's what she is. This whole thing is, like, really giving Cinderella. And I love Bridgerton. I'm so excited for this book. But now I don't know what to choose because I still have 2 more options. Daydream by Hannah Grace. I didn't really love Icebreaker, but I rated Wildfire 5 stars. And this is the 3rd book. I've heard a bit of mixed opinions on this. A lot of people that were very excited for this got disappointed. So I'm worried that I will be disappointed, but I'm trying to, like, not let other people's opinions affect mine. So I should read it for myself, and I do want to read it. but I don't think I want to read this as much as the other two I just showed you, so I'm going to put this away for now. And then I'm pretty sure I rated A Court of Mist and Fury 5 stars. I think so, I might be wrong, but I think I did. And I haven't read A Court of Winds and Ruin yet, so I could choose that one as well. But I feel like this is kind of a book where I don't need to put pressure on myself, because if I put it on a TBR, probably not going to read it. This is kind of something that I just have to pick up because I want it. And I do want it, but by putting it on a TBR, it's just too much pressure. So I'm going to leave that out of it. These two, I really want to read both. This series I'm pretty sure is done. This one, the third one, just came out, so I really need to read this so I can buy that one. But Bridgerton, what do I do? What would you choose? I'm going with this one. Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage. This is going to be my 4th pick. Okay, we've picked 4. It's time for a 5th one. I'm getting a little scared, but I'm happy with my TBR so far. I feel like it's like a mixture of different things. A book that has been adapted to TV. No, wait. My first thought was I could do the Bridgerton book. But that's going to be the next season, so technically that book hasn't been adapted yet. So is that cheating? Because I do want to choose An Offer from a Gentleman. But technically it's not adapted yet until the next season comes out. So what do? I don't think any of these have been adapted. No, wait. Adapted to TV, it could be a movie or a series. I'm making the rules. So technically I have Sherlock Holmes, so I could choose that because obviously that's been adapted multiple times, and I'm not gonna get them all because it's gonna make a mess. But Sherlock Holmes, Narnia, the 3rd Hunger Games book. Do I have anything over here? I don't think any of these are TV. The School for Good and Evil is a show, I'm pretty sure. Fantastic Beasts. I really want to read that in December. I feel like that would just be cozy. Where is it? Our House is a show. I'm choosing that. I've been saving this for December because I did that last year as well. I was going to read it in December last year. Didn't end up doing that. So I've been saving it again because I really want to read it in December. I don't know why. But I think I've seen the movie, not the Florence Pugh. I think she's the one, not that movie, but like the older one. I'm pretty sure it's that one. I could be completely wrong in that I'm thinking about something else, but I'm pretty sure there's a scene in there where they go find a Christmas tree. I could be wrong, but I just, in my head, that's in Little Women. So I want to read the book and watch the movie this December. I fear I might regret this. Should I pick Fantastic Beasts? Yes. But I'm choosing Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. Number 6. This is the last one. Right, so far we have 2 fantasies, 2 romances, and a classic. And the last book is going to be reread a book. Wasn't planning on doing that right now. I don't really want to. I want to read. I have an idea. Because I do want to reread Shadow and Bone, but I'm not going to be doing that this month. It will be a next year thing. And I don't really think I have anything else I want to reread right now. Eventually I want to reread The Love Hypothesis, but not right now. Harry Potter, but not right now. 2 years ago I got this for Christmas. It's the complete Sherlock Holmes collection. I read the first Sherlock Holmes book, A Study in Scarlet, for school in 11th grade for my English class. But I didn't log that on Goodreads because at that point I didn't have a Goodreads account. So I want to read it again. And I've been like contemplating whether or not I should reread it or just skip to the next book. But this is like a good excuse to reread it. So we're gonna choose A Study in Scarlet by Arthur Conan Doyle. Like, I'm really excited for this. I want to read all of them so I can put this on my shelf. Should I tell you what that is about? Sherlock Holmes. It's kind of a private detective who just solves cases. Sometimes kind of works, with Scotland Yard, but not really, but a little bit. And I just think everything between Sherlock Holmes and Watson is fun. The TV series adaptation with Benedict Cumberbatch, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Might want to rewatch. We're not going to talk about that, but we're gonna move on. The first book is a little weird. I was a little confused when I read it, because it's in 2 parts. Part 1, I really enjoyed it. Part 2, I was very confused, because I didn't understand. Like, I was worried that I was reading something that I wasn't supposed to, but I did read it and it all tied together in the end. But the second part of A Study in Scarlet follows a random group of people walking through Salt Lake City, Utah. A group of Mormons. And I just didn't see the point, and I didn't see the relevance to the story. But then it did make sense. So I'm like dreading reading that, because I was a little bored with part 2. But I do want to read it again. And yeah, that's all I have to say. I can't lift it, it's too heavy. So these are all the books that I'm hopefully reading. Not all the books I'm reading in December, but these are the books I picked for my TBR for December. So I have The Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo, Caraval by Stephanie Garber, Nothing Like the Movies by Lynn Painter, Swift and Saddled by Lala Sage, Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, and A Study in Scarlet by Arthur Conan Doyle. I'm a little worried, but we're gonna be fine. All of these, I think, can be fit into a video somehow, and that's fun. I don't know if I'm going to film every book I'm reading this month because of bookmas, but we'll see. As always, if you've read any of these, I would love to hear your thoughts. But that's it for now. Happy Bookmas, everyone. Christmas is soon. 2025. It's coming up so soon. And I don't know what to do. I'm stressing out, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're just gonna be happy and enjoy the Christmas season. That's it for now. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, lovers.